Welcome to Season 10, Episode number 5 of the MN Corner. He's Stephen Cook.
And he's still Brad Rothschild.
I am.
What's going on?
Just
Did you see what I did right before it? I went like this.
I saw. I'm like, okay.
We did a video.
And speed.
And we did a video at work this week.
Yeah.
I was in the video. And the guy's like, all right, do this. And I was like.
He's like, clap, but don't make a sound.
Right. That's exactly
Clap, but don't make a sound. That's so you can sync the audio and the video.
Oh, is that what that is?
Yes, but you know what? With the magic of the platform that we use, it's already synced.
Oh, well.
We're already in sync.
I don't need to do.
Action. When I point to you,
Rolling,
you call action.
Speed.
Yeah, sound, speed. There we go.
Yeah.
I said silent. Silent clap. Right. Now you can do the big clap.
Gotcha.
Do it. Let's see it. There we go.
Nice.
And we're rolling. Take 4.
So what's going on?
Season 10, Episode 5, Take 15. Just watching the country unravel.
This is Tylenol, Comey, BB week.
It's
Palestine week.
It's crazy. I actually picked up this newspaper.
Of the newspaper, yes.
The actual physical paper, because, I needed to get my blood pressure going first thing in the morning. And I thought, okay, let me just take a sampling from the headlines.
Okay.
Now, the lead article says, a presidency of reprisal tramples on safeguards. And this is about the Comey thing that you mentioned. And I highlighted a couple of...
Did you actually highlight?
I did.
Did you take out a highlighter?
I took out this highlighter.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah. But
this is something to do on a Saturday morning.
Well,
okay.
I want to prep for our listeners.
Exactly.
So, although I didn't do it too dark, because
Yeah.
I didn't want, like, when Michelle raised the paper to be like, what the hell did you do? So,
and you don't want to ruin the highlighter with the newsprint on it.
That, and then I didn't want it to leak through to the next page and just destroy everything. You know, it's a lot of thought being put into this. Okay, so now, of course, what that means is I can barely see the highlighted parts. Okay, so here's what I think I highlighted.
Okay.
Heightening the break glass moment, the felony charges against Mr. Comey, who stands accused of making false statements and obstructing justice, were rushed into court as Mr. Trump's hand-picked prosecutor, Lindsay Halligan, hurried to beat the quickly approaching statute of limitations. The rush to prosecute Mr. Comey was the clearest example yet of how the normal process of justice has been reversed under Trump.
But you know, wait a second, time out.
Yeah.
Do you know that they're basing the indictment on something that Comey didn't actually say?
Right. This is
it's based on something that Ted Cruz said, who himself was quoting Chuck Grassley.
Yeah.
And all Comey said was, I stand by my testimony. The whole thing is completely fucking ridiculous.
Okay,
I read a Substack, a lawyer picked the whole thing apart. It's like it violates the Constitution. The whole thing is fakakta 6 ways till Sunday.
Okay, you ready? Miss Halligan, who had been working as a top official in the White House staff secretary's office and had previously served as a personal lawyer for Mr. Trump, had until now never prosecuted a single case in her career. And then, although Miss Halligan had not been fully briefed on the Comey case before arriving, and despite, here's another gem.
Can you do the newspaper fold? Subway fold?
I don't do the subway fold, but that's a lost art.
My dad was awesome at the subway fold.
All the fathers of our generation. And despite an energetic effort by the career professionals under her to dissuade her from bringing charges, she did exactly that.
Of course.
So
to serve the master.
Yeah. And then this is another great one. This is a quote from Alan Rosenstein, a former department official who teaches at University of Minnesota Law School. Okay. Here's the quote. What we are seeing is the almost wholesale collapse of the Justice Department as an organization based on the rule of law. Dude, this...
So bad. The Department of Justice is horrifying.
This is written in such a matter-of-fact way that it almost obfuscates like how fucking batshit crazy the moment that we're living in really is.
They should you know how they renamed the Department of Defense Department of War? They should rename it Department of Injustice.
There we go.
It's so bad.
It's bad.
It's so bad.
And then, as I was looking through the paper, I said, well, what else is going on?
Okay.
And then on page 10, ICE officer relieved of his duties.
Oh, I saw the video of that.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Horrible.
Then, this guy, he just body slammed this woman who was begging them not to take her husband away. I thought he had paralyzed her. It was he picked her up and body slammed her to the floor. It was demented. It was cruel. It was violent. I mean, this is what happens when you weigh 50 grand in front of the worst dregs, and they're like, sure, I'll go fuck with people.
Yeah, exactly. It's absolute lawlessness. Then on page 11...
He was relieved, but for how long?
Until tomorrow.
Until Kristi Noem decided, oh no, he's an honorable law enforcement.
National security.
Yeah.
Des Moines school superintendent detained by immigration authorities.
Yeah, I saw that. I was so overwhelmed. What was that about?
He had some... They claim that he is working in this country illegally, even though he's been here since 1999. He was born in Guyana.
And he's
the school superintendent.
But I thought they were just picking up people who have violent crime.
He has a criminal record, apparently. He had a loaded gun in his car, however many years ago.
That's like half of America has a loaded gun.
Seriously, but he was charged with it. And then, buried on page 12.
Okay.
Federal forces expected to be in Memphis by next week, governor says. And it's just like, okay.
And the other thing, there's like a big naval buildup in the Caribbean, like we're going to attack Venezuela or something.
Dude, if one were to have been asleep for the last 10 years, like a Rumpelstiltskin, was it
an awesome beard? Yeah, wasn't Rumpelstiltskin?
Yeah. Scenario, and then we hand him the newspaper from today. What would one make of all of this?
That, by the way, I just want to say that when you said Rumpelstiltskin, I went straight to ZZ Top.
Yeah, we're creatures of the 80s. We're creatures of the 1980s.
I couldn't help.
So
I didn't know what you said afterwards. I'm just thinking, then the video, the whole thing, just all ZZ Top. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is, if somebody were to have been asleep for the last 10 years, and we hand them today's newspaper, how do you think they would respond to what they're seeing?
I mean, it's what I say all the time, is that I'm sort of glad, not really, that my father is dead. Because this would kill him. He'd be like, this is insane. They would not be able to believe it.
And as a foreign affairs expert, if you were to be told that all of these things are happening, not in America, but in a country that you're following.
Well, I was messaging with a journalist yesterday who was relaying their significant concerns about what was happening. And I just wrote back, I have already lived in Turkey.
Right.
And
now you're living in Turkey again. We talked about this, but the food is not as good.
And every foreign official that I've come across in the last week or so, and it's been quite a number because it's the UN General Assembly meetings, and I was in New York for part of it, expresses some concern about the deterioration here in the United States. I mean, these are not countries that are known to be shining democracies.
Neither are we.
So, and it's kind of odd. Like, I'm very concerned about America's slide into authoritarianism and violence. You have many disaffected, young, alienated men.
They guns.
Get violent. We have experience with these things,
with guns. Yeah,
exactly.
I got a text this morning from my friend who is the president of the International Buchenwald Committee.
Yep.
And she said, well, if Antifa has been designated as a terrorist organization, she said the ICBD, the International Buchenwald Committee, is in its charter anti-fascist. It is an ANTIFA organization. It's like, what does that mean for us? I'm like, well, one, you don't have a presence in the United States.
Right.
So you don't really have that much to worry about.
Right.
But what
just wait till Tucker Carlson gets a hold of that.
Yeah. But what it really means, and what it means to me, or what I think it means, I said they're going to go after like the financiers first, like the George Soros they're going to go after. And they're going to chill other backers.
Definitely. And what's odd is they're going to go after Soros, but they won't go after, this guy who's in Shanghai and there's some office in New York and he just gives them money for all this like crazy radical left wing agitating in New York and elsewhere. It's basically AstroTurf, but Soros will be a scalp that they could talk about but politically. The real financiers of this, who are in cahoots with our global adversaries, won't get the look that they deserve.
But what this is going to mean for non-for-profits in the United States are people are going to, people who do back them are now going to be afraid to back them. Tax status will be, or tax
ACLU. Yeah. Like, why would you donate to a 501c3 if you're concerned that it's going to be
audited or whatever,
or worse?
And a lot of
value
these places,
proposition of that, and then you won't get the tax break. Yeah,
right. And a lot of these places will lose their tax status,
right?
And they're just going to dry up and wither away.
I'm guessing the top of the list is Open Societies Foundation, which is the Soros.
Thing. And although, like you mentioned, like, ACLU is
ACLU, People for the American Way, those kinds of organizations.
There are lots of organizations that are going to face a real crunch.
I do feel like, though, just as an aside, I don't want the government to go after them. I feel like the ACLU has lost its way in recent years, but that's not an excuse. Yeah, that's not an excuse for the government to go after,
to shut it down.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is the real thing. They're using the Charlie Kirk murder as an enabling moment to do things that previously they were unable, even they could not do. And so, when of course there's no evidence that this kid was involved in any of this, that he was in love with a trans person. And Charlie Kirk,
the assassin,
the guy who shot, he was radicalized by online. He wasn't radicalized by the ACLU. He wasn't radicalized by Open Societies Foundation.
They said he was radicalized in college, right? He spent a semester
right,
in a college in Utah.
He spent more time out of college recently.
Dude,
so
it's crazy.
So it's what my foreign interlocutors are saying, is that you have disaffected, alienated young people, particularly men, who live online.
Yeah.
They're not consuming literature from the ACLU or Open Society.
No.
They're not. And they don't want to deal with the disaffected online youth thing because those people elected Trump. A lot of those people elected Trump.
Well, they just get rid of all of the studies that are showing that there's a real right-wing terrorism problem, domestic terrorism problem. That doesn't exist.
The problem is that there are genuine studies that show that the left is now more open to the use of violence than ever before, and we've seen lefty violence recently, but it's a problem in both places, and it's especially a problem when the government says it doesn't exist at one end of the spectrum, but it does exist in the other.
Yeah, it only exists in the
only
other.
There, right?
Yeah. So I wonder what that in the long term is going to mean for our podcast. We're going to be considered terrorists potentially. I
know, well, because we have so many, listeners, and viewers now.
It's not just that. It's the views that we espouse.
Yeah. Well, no, what I'm saying is the views that we espouse, and we have such a huge following that we're a threat.
Well, they're going to make an example out of us. They really are. They're going to shut us down. You know what? We can't allow that to happen.
We can't allow it.
I mean, we always joke about we're going to go on like a pirate ship and we're going to be broadcasting from the middle of the Mediterranean. Right?
What was the name of that radio station again? It was Broadcasting for Peace or something.
Yeah.
And it was in the Mediterranean, so it had enough of a transmitter that could be heard in like Lebanon and Syria and stuff like that.
That's why he was out in the middle of the ocean, so he could be heard. Yeah, Abi Natan.
It was music too.
It was. I mean, he just wanted to play music.
Art brings people together.
The Voice of Peace, it was called.
Yep, that's right. I remember.
The Voice of Peace.
Well, because there was, there's all the at the time there were, and throughout there's, Cairo Radio, Voice of the Arabs, the Israeli radio, Kol Israel, or something like that, and all these places have their right. So he was
the official media, state media. Yeah,
exactly. So
good times.
Good times. So I'm gonna go out. I think I mentioned this last week. I'm gonna go out and buy cases and cases of Tylenol before it gets pulled off. I mean, of course, I could always buy the CVS brand, but maybe they'll outlaw acetaminophen because RFK Jr. has this bee in his bonnet.
I saw.
There was an amazing story about how the fact that what they actually wanted to do, what RFK Jr.'s advisors and the president's advisor, they wanted to talk about the promise of this drug that alleviates some of the symptoms, I guess it's called symptoms of autism.
Are they?
But they said, no, we want to go after Tylenol, even though there's the association between Tylenol and autism is
spurious.
Weak so far. I don't know if it's spurious, it's weak.
Well, it's beyond weak.
So
I saw some
not a strongly supported theory.
I saw some genius on TikTok talking about how she won't use Tylenol, but only acetaminophen now. And when it was pointed out that that's the generic Tylenol, she said, well, it doesn't have dyes in it, and Tylenol has dyes.
These Maha people are fucking insane.
Dude, crazy. Yeah, so meanwhile, we're going to go to Costco and get some Tylenol.
Getting Tylenol.
I like the case.
I want to go to Costco today for something else. I'm going to a meeting on Monday at the Iranian mission to the UN to meet with the foreign minister. It was supposed to be at another location, but the administration has so restricted their visas, they can basically go to the mission, the UN, and the airport. And the Iranians are upset because they want to go to Costco. They want to go to Walmart.
So you're going to go shopping at Costco for them?
I want to get a Costco branded notebook and walk in with a Kirkland notebook and put it down in front of me before I take notes.
Just to troll them?
Just to troll.
Just to watch the tears stream down their cheeks.
But we wanted
the
samples.
The America we know is no longer. You're like, I got to go. I got to cut the meeting short. I'm going to Costco.
I'm going to Costco.
See you bitches later.
I got it. There's a Costco in Harlem on the east side, right?
Yeah, that's the one we're going to.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. There's one in Queens that's bigger.
Yeah.
And better.
Dude, the Costco near us is I'm convinced that it's really big, but the parking lot isn't big enough. And I'm convinced it was designed that way to make everybody crazy so that they then have retail therapy when they go in. It's nuts.
It's a theory.
It's completely nuts.
Do they sell gas at your Costco?
No, they don't. But you get tires.
No, but not gas.
Not gas. It's one of the older Costco's, but the building is fucking enormous. So
Talia had one by her school where they sold gas, and it was so much cheaper than anywhere else. We're like, oh my God, Costco gas. This is the greatest thing ever. Because they don't sell gas at the Costco in Harlem.
No, they don't. They don't.
Yeah. But what they do sell at the Costco in Kew Gardens, Queens, is full lambs.
Oh, really?
Yes. So if you're Greek and it's Greek Easter and you want to roast a lamb, you can go to Costco and buy head to toe.
Nice.
Yeah.
You get a pig?
I did not see any pigs.
No pigs.
Pigs are not halal. You got to know. You got to know your customers. I know people
who roast pigs on Christmas Eve.
I know, but you got to know your customers. In Queens, we're talking.
Well, the Greeks don't care about halal.
No, but
the Muslims
there are other groups too. So I guess in theory they could have a pig there, but I didn't see one. I did see the
lambs.
The lambs, and I was intrigued. If I had a backyard, I would have bought one.
On your way to visit us next time, just stop in Kew Gardens, pick up a lamb, and we'll roast one in my backyard.
That's a good idea. It shouldn't. Nothing.
It won't smell in the car
in the 4-hour drive in the interim. What
Just
could possibly
4
go
hours
wrong?
if there's no traffic.
Right, what could possibly go wrong? You know what? I'll tie it to the top of the car.
Yeah. Do that, and then when we roast it, it'll be fine.
It should be. Yeah, got to clean that thing before we put it on the.
We once had roasted goat over an open pit in Egypt.
I'm sure it was amazing.
It was. Lauren didn't like it. It was pretty gamey. I liked it. I thought it was.
And good. Lamb are not that dissimilar.
Yeah, but baby lamb is more tasty than adult lamb.
The goat is pretty good. If you've ever had like Caribbean food, goat is a big.
Goat. I really liked. Lauren's like, a little gamey for me, but I thought it was cool.
It's very good.
Anyway, so, what else is going on? I don't know. It's just like nuts the whole week. I can't. Someone said, I said I can't keep up.
I can't keep up.
I actually asked a foreign official. I was like, so like, what's your you got a view? And this official's like, I can't even keep up with what goes on.
He's like, you guys are fucked.
You guys are crazy.
You guys are fucked. All right, here's a quick story.
Okay.
Every once in a while things happen to me in New York City that I'll write a little thing about, and a couple times I've been fortunate that the Metropolitan Diary will publish these things. This happened to me this week, and I'm like, I wrote this down, and I started by writing, this will not be printed by the Metropolitan Diary. Like, what just happened to me would never be printed.
All right, tell me.
So I'm walking on Broadway.
You have these all the time. I've had one in my life that was not really printable, but go ahead. Okay.
This isn't printable. So I'm walking north on Broadway. I'm in the upper 90s. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
And I want
to... You going to get pizza?
No. But I was not far from Salon Carmine. So shout out to Salon Carmine.
Always.
Anyway, that story's over now. Shout out to Salon Carmine. Next. So I want to cross from the east side of the street to the west side of the street. Okay, so you can picture where I am, right? Uh-huh. I'm on the east side of Broadway, and I'm at the corner.
Okay.
And in the northbound lane, which is right in front of me, there's a biker driving south. Okay. So a guy is
going against traffic.
Coming against traffic. I'm looking,
on Broadway in the upper 90s, right?
Right, as I'm trying to cross the street.
Okay.
So after almost running me down, as he passed me, he fucking ripped one.
Ah!
I mean, like loud, and I'm like, you talk about adding insult to injury. I'm like, this is crazy. I'm like, yeah, the Times won't publish this one, but it's so fucking... I was like cracking up. I'm like, this is the funniest thing that's ever happened to me.
My Metropolitan Diary. So this is years ago. I don't even think Lauren was... Well, I don't even think we had kids, and we were living in the city. So we must have been like almost the first 1 year we were living in the city before we had Maddie. And I never took the subway because I could walk home.
Yeah.
But sometimes if the weather was really shitty, I would hop on the subway at 68th Street. And Lauren worked further downtown, but she was also on the 6 on the line. And so weather was bad. You know how the subway gets. And so I walk all the way down to the end of the platform. First car, still a huge crowd. Train comes in, doors open, people are coming in, but like half of us can't get in. And I have like 1 foot. I'm like, people, move into the car. There's plenty of room in the car. Move in. Unbeknownst to me, my lovely wife is at the furthest end of the car from me. And she's like,
Steven?
What is that asshole? And she goes, oh my God, that's my husband.
I'm married to that asshole. That's very funny. You could still send that in, you know.
It was years and years and years ago.
So what? There are people who write things that happened like 50 years ago that they put in there. Yeah.
Who is that asshole?
Yeah. Who's that asshole?
Put A and then like all kinds of symbols.
It would be better if Lauren wrote it.
Yes.
Yeah, from her perspective. And I hear this crazy person screaming and I turn around and I think, what kind of maniac would do something like that? And I turn around and that maniac is my husband, Steve. I mean, that shit writes itself.
So then she like made her way to the car and she's like, hello? I was like, hey, what's up? She's like, I heard you.
She's like, you're crazy and we are getting...
And I was, you know, I was loud and like, I'm not a dick, but I can be a dick. So I was
if
like
you're
loud
not a dick, but you can be a dick, then you are a dick.
And Lauren once said to me, I was like, am I a dick? She's like, no, but you can be.
You have dickish tendencies.
And I was like, come on, people, move in. Plenty of room in this car.
Yeah, that's a very New York thing to do. When somebody's like, shut the fuck up.
I learned the apple does not fall far from the tree on that one. That's total my father move.
Yeah. My dad used to drive with like one hand on the honk, like the honk. Like he just would.
Really?
That's all he did when he drove, especially in New York City. And you know, he grew up in the city, but we lived in New Jersey. If he was driving in New York City behind somebody who was not driving up to his standards, and God forbid they would have a New Jersey license plate on their car, he would like pound on the horn and just roll down his window and yell, "Go back to Jersey!" Like
my
that.
father had
Jersey.
to have been a New York City taxi driver in
a previous life.
Well, not only because he knew, like, he'd be like, oh, yeah, in Staten Island, and he'd, like, know everywhere to go. Like, when was he ever in Staten Island? Like, he knew 12 different ways to get everywhere. But he also would drive like a fucking maniac.
Yeah, it was back in the day. That's how you had to do it.
Yeah.
If you learn how to drive in New York City, you can drive anywhere in the country easily.
Oh, yeah, easily.
Everything else is easy. You have to treat New York like it's a game. Like,
meanwhile,
I'm going to hit the light. I'm going to hit the green light, and I'm just going to cruise all the way.
New York was insane on Thursday and Friday when I was there. Yeah, traffic was insane, and then so I was like, I'm not getting in a car. I'll get in the subway or I'll walk. But it was rainy and hot and humid.
The weather wasn't good.
Everything sucked.
Yeah. You know that they instituted congestion pricing below 61st Street. It didn't help during.
It didn't help during week. Lots of streets were closed, but it's helped me before. Like, I can now stay at meetings longer because I know if I decide to take a taxi to Moynihan Train Hall, it won't take 45 minutes. Yeah. It does work. It shaves like 20 minutes off.
I never drive
from the Upper East to Moynihan Train Hall.
I never drive.
It's excellent
south of 61st Street if I don't have to. Like, I've made the calculation like twice to do it.
Yeah,
but other than that, I won't do it, and I'll leave via the George Washington Bridge.
Well, that's the whole point.
Yeah,
that's the whole point of it. So honestly, I always take the subway because I can get from the office to Penn Station.
Yeah, if I'm traveling
under 15 minutes.
If I'm traveling within Manhattan, I never drive anywhere.
Under 15 minutes. But like sometimes I'm like, oh, I have like this bag with me. I'm tired, whatever. There's a taxi right there at the office. Okay, I'll hop in. It used to be 45 minutes at least. Now you can get there in 25 minutes.
Yeah, but it'll also cost you $35.
Correct.
Yeah, it's a problem.
Yeah, it's definitely.
It's expensive.
That is can you show our audience your shirt?
Oh yeah, Manischewitz.
Manischewitz, the soup with big balls. Did it say big balls or just the soup with balls?
Yeah, big balls. Soup with balls. Much. Yeah. I got this from the Manischewitz truck.
Manischewitz truck. Is there like a Manischewitz food truck? Like you can go. Hey, let me get gefilte fish. And,
they have very specific things like a hot dog.
So what do they have?
Matzo ball soup.
Yeah.
Hot dog. Maybe rugelach.
Manischewitz has its own hot dog. Is it good? Better than Hebrew National?
I don't think it's a Manischewitz branded hot dog necessarily. It's probably like Hebrew National or something.
Okay.
But they don't have a ton of things there. But it's more of like a marketing thing.
Thing.
So I saw...
Only in New York.
I saw this guy in my neighborhood a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
And he was wearing the shirt. The guy who was like manning the truck was wearing the shirt.
Is his name like Moti or something?
He was Israeli. He was Israeli. And I'm like, hey, are those shirts for sale too? He's like, yeah. I'm like,
he's like, yes.
I'm like,
how much? $15.
15 in your dreams.
35.
No, it's just like 20. But like, yeah, 20 is like still like acceptable, right? 35 is not acceptable. 15 is like a dream.
I think I spent 35 on the T-shirt I'm wearing.
Yeah, 15 is a dream.
15. I got a T-shirt for 15 this summer. My Vineyard Sharks
There you go.
T-shirt. Yeah, because we went to the baseball game, and we went to a Vineyard Sharks baseball game, and they had the sale bin.
You always got to hit the sale bin.
Got to hit the sale bin. $15.
As long as it fits you, then
it's got a shark and a baseball. I think there may have been like the shark had eaten like part of the baseball.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
That's worth $15.
Martha's Vineyard is where they filmed Jaws, even though they called it Amityville or Amity or something.
Right.
I think it was Amityville's Long Island. They called it Amity. Anyway.
The Amityville Horror. Did you ever see that movie growing up?
No, man, because it was too close to home.
I was too afraid of that movie.
I don't like those movies either. I don't like those movies. I saw World War Z on the plane, and then literally, I don't know where. I think I was coming home from Turkey once, and I watched World War Z, which was pretty good. But I literally had to sleep with the light on in the closet for like 6 months. Lauren's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "The zombies are coming. The zombies are coming."
Yeah, I get it.
It's like we gotta have the light on in the closet because that's the only thing that's gonna keep the zombies away. I was so scared.
All right, now that we know, now that we know that Steven sleeps with the light on in his closet.
No, not anymore. It was a long time ago.
Whew.
It's a long time ago.
I'm glad.
But wasn't Noah Tishby in that movie?
I don't know.
With Brad Pitt? I think
I never saw it
because you were too scared.
I was. I heard that it was a scary movie. I did not watch it.
And there was a plane crash in the movie.
While you're watching on an airplane?
But they cut it. I figured out afterwards. I was like, oh, shit. There must have been like this graphic scene of plane crash. Because the next thing you see, like, it doesn't really make sense. They're like on a plane, and then all of a sudden they're like not. I'm like, what happened?
Well, now we know what happened. Yeah. Spoiler alert. The plane went down. Nobody.
But I want to see if she was in that movie. Not that it really matters to anybody. But
does she act anymore? I don't think so.
No, she's just an
activist.
She's an activist.
She's a Hasbara thought leader.
Did you see there's a counter to the 1,200, which is now 4,000 people who say they're going to boycott Israel. So there's like 1,200 of people who are saying we reject the boycott,
and then more people saying.
And Paramount said, "Fuck that, we're not doing that either."
Well, Cherry Redstone.
Didn't she sell it though?
Did she? Yeah, maybe. But the influence is still there.
Oh no, it wasn't. It was some other Israeli actress.
Oh, who was it?
Hold on one second. I just double check. Hold on. I don't know. To be honest with you.
What?
I don't.
Nothing.
I can't find it. It's not Noah Tishby. That's all.
Bueller.
Anyway.
All right, we'll find out for next week then.
Okay, I'll keep everybody in suspense.
My God, what are we gonna do during the week?
I don't know, man.
Somebody's just gonna write it in and be like, "Hey, dum-dum,
dum-dums,
hey, dum-dums,
bunch of idiots."
Is where it is.
Hold on one second. Now I'm doing this really, just because I don't want that email. It says, "Hey, dum-dum." Daniela Curtis.
I don't even know who that is. I don't even know who that is. I've never heard of her. I mean, no offense to her. I'm sure she's a wonderful actor.
Well, now she's being boycotted.
Is she?
So, I don't know. Yeah.
Well, probably.
Whatever.
All right. So either join the boycott or join the protesters of the boycott.
The protest of the boycott has Lev Shriver, Mayim Bialik, Deborah Messing. Deborah Messing's from here. She's not from Montgomery County, Maryland. I think she's from Prince George County, Maryland.
Well, the only time that she's been in the news in the last couple of years is related to Israel also. So
I mean,
she's not exactly.
She's very open. She's very open to the fact that she feels that this is very, very. She feels strongly about it, and that her career will suffer as a result. She may not get parts in the future.
It's possible that her career is suffering for other reasons. However.
No, but that it would further suffer.
All right, but I don't doubt that. But I mean, let's not.
Yeah, no, I think the boycott is completely wrong. Especially when you look at the Israeli film industry,
the artists,
things that they produce.
I'm not disagreeing with that. I'm agreeing with you, but I'm just saying that Deborah Messing's career decline may not be entirely as a result of her pro-Israel stance.
I think it's both. I think there's on both sides. If you take a look at who signed what, you're like, who, what, when was the last time they were in anything, kind of thing.
Where does Scott Baio stand on this?
That's the most important thing.
That's the real question. And Sylvester Stallone. I think we know that Sylvester Stallone would not boycott Israel.
No way, man. Didn't they make a Rambo 4 in Israel?
I don't know.
I think they did. I think Israel was the stand-in for Afghanistan.
Nice.
Yeah.
Anyway. It's all the same. All right.
Well done. All right, let's...
There we go.
We're out.
Then we're out.
All right. Later.